Om Sri Venkateshaya Namaha. This is a very welcome movement of freeing the temples from the governments, started by Sri Sadguruji of Isha Foundation. In fact, this has started long back with Swamiji Dayanand Saraswati filing a petition in the Supreme Court, and through this case, the Nataraja temple of Chidambaram has been freed from government. It is in Tamil Nadu. All the temples should be free from the government. In fact, it is not the question of who is managing the temples, but how they are managing. If the government genuinely comes forward to manage the temples in a transparent way, the correct utilization of funds, the maintenance of the ancient structures, protection of the ancient scriptures, Agam Shastras, Vedas, and the programs in the temple, the festivals, celebrations, daily Aradhana Kramas. We don't mind. There should be a clear demarcation between the management of the assets of the temple, the income of the temple, and the scriptural maintenance of the temple, that is the puja, aradhanas being done in the Agam Shastras way without any deviation, without any interference, and the Archakas, the ancient families of Archakas who have been protecting the temple, serving the Lord for centuries, through so many generations, they should be taken care of, and all other traditional families who have been serving the Lord in so many ways. They are not only Brahmins, they are communities of almost all the known professions, castes, like the Yadavas taking care of the Goshala of the Lord to provide milk, curd, ghee, Gomutra and Gomayam to the temples for the everyday rituals. The people who take care of the flower gardens, the people who collect the flowers and tie them into garlands to be decorated to the Lord, the cooks who cook the prasadams to be offered to the deity in the Agam Shastra way, the people who carry the god during processions, the people who take care of the elephants and horses, being the essential paraphernalia of the Lord, and the barbers who help the devotees in tonsuring, offering their precious hair to the Lord in fulfillment of their vows, and the musicians who play auspicious music, and the Veda Pandits who have learned the Vedas to chant the Vedas in the temple throughout during processions, and there are people who make earthen pots to the Lord for cooking of prasadams, the people who weave bamboo baskets, people who decorate the temple with rangolis every day, the people who tie auspicious mango leaves and plantain trees in the temple every day, and the weavers who prepare clothes for the deities, for the devis, for different celebrations. Like that, there's so many castes of people who serve the Lord. They have been serving the Lord for centuries, through generations. They should be taken care of, and they should be given their share of respect and livelihood to the temple. At the same time, the Archakas, who have been serving the Lord through so many adverse conditions like Muslim invasions, East India Company invasions, and British India governments, and through natural disasters like famine, floods, diseases, and wars, they should be taken care of, and the agricultural lands given to the Archaka families for sustenance, they should be given back to them, and the lands and villages were being presented to the Lord by the kings and emperors through centuries of royalty. They should be released from the encroachers, given back to the temple, and should be properly maintained to give income to the temple for preparing prasadams in huge quantities to be distributed to the devotees. All this should be done, and also at the same time, the ancient jewelry which has been protected by the priest families for so many centuries should be maintained well, recorded well, should be protected. And at the same time, the ancient structures, the temples, the mantapams around the temple, where the Lord will be taken on auspicious occasions for puja and asthanams like that, they should be well maintained and protected. Outside this, the income from the offerings of the devotees to the Lord should be utilized as per Shastras and as per the intentions of the devotees who offer these gifts to the Lord. Like, they should be used for performing the festivals in the temple, processions and everything in a very grand way, with all pomp and splendor fit for an emperor. And the devotees coming after so many difficulties to have darshan of the Lord, they should be taken care of. They should be given good food free and a good accommodation free of cost, free tonsure, and everything you can, and prasadam for the devotees to take home to be distributed to their families and friends. And whatever is remaining of the income after all this expenditure should be utilized to propagate dharma throughout the world in the form of celebrations of festivals in all the poorer temples in the country, and bringing all the downtrodden people into the fold, providing them with free transport and food and darshan of the Lord, and arranging religious programs, discourses, bhajans in all the temples of the country. So, for this, the government or any other body who comes forward to take care of this should nominate such genuine people like spiritual masters, philanthropists, and people who are really interested in serving the Lord and the devotees with humanity, and good rich people who can contribute to the Lord, to the temple, for the devotees. These people should be brought into a committee to manage the assets of the temple and the Lord. The presiding deity of every temple should be declared as a citizen of this country with all the rights of a citizen to possess the properties, to possess the assets, and to possess the temple. So this is also a movement going on now. So all this should be, with Lord's blessings, should come true, and it should happen, and all our temples and all our rich heritage will be protected and handed over to the next generations. In view of this recent COVID situation, we have seen that the entire world is going back centuries in the matter of personal hygiene, food habits, and protecting ourselves from the infections, all these things. So the same trend should be followed in the case of our sacred temples also, who are power points, and the devotees visiting these temples. This movement, every success with the benevolent blessings of Lord Venkateshwara Balaji. Om Sri Venkateshaya Namah.